Hello and welcome everyone. This is a match between LSU and UTRGV. We have a game underway. This is LSU's board 4 against UTRGV's top board, Indirect, who's 2300. I believe. Sorry, we had the score. Oh, I need to change the scoreboard. Here we go. One second here. All right. Sorry about that. Pretty excited for this match. I haven't streamed LSU before. Usually John Ken has been doing that, who's their top board and their leader. Queen takes. We got to watch out for bishop here at some point, although we could block very easily. And also the square isn't protected, so maybe we're not too worried about that. I like white here. They've castled queen side. Black has the queen opposite the king, and it looks like they're preparing for an attack here. But I think white's a little fast, or a bit faster than black is, perhaps. And yeah, they're just going with h5. They're threatening to open up the h file and maybe f4, queen h3 coming. So if Malik can get an upset over UTRGV's top board, that would be pretty big for them. I don't see the other games yet. Let me see if I can make sure I'm following all of them. All right, so I have everyone except for. Oh, hold on. Okay, we have a couple more games. This is APG Chess, who is Alejandro, the board 3 from UTRGV, and Conrad, the board 2 from LSU. So this actually is a somewhat close match, 1590 to 1750. Knight to c4 would be nice, getting the dark square bishop. White has castle queenside. Black is yet to castle. Probably they'll go kingside. This pawn structure is actually pretty safe because there's no like g4 move anymore because pawn's already on g5. So hard to open up any files on the king side here. Probably white wants to push f4, f5, which would make sense. So white's thinking here. I think f4 makes sense. Although you do have to watch out for this, knight move. I don't know if you want to save the bishop. Maybe bishop back. Knight here still is going to land. Maybe you push the pawn, but creating some dark square weaknesses there. But b3 might be white's best move. They're thinking. They're under a minute less than their opponent. Still thinking. Still thinking here. So Conrad's building up quite the time advantage. They decide on d5. So again, knight c4 is a good move. This also opens up the bishop a bit. The knight decides to save itself going here. White could take here now. Knight c4 is still going to hit. Although white can go b3 now and prevent either knight going to c4. So yeah, black's just playing quickly. White's now under 2 minutes. Let's see how DJ is doing against Fabiano. So DJ is the board 3, Dylan. Fabiano is Fabian Olivares. So maybe their first name is not actually Fabiano. It's just Fabian. I don't know. But yeah, board 2 from UTRGV, 1900 against 1690. Yeah, this should be a somewhat close match. I don't see the board 1. Where's John Kin? That's what the people want to know. Maybe the board 4 from UTRGV is missing. Yeah, I don't see them. Okay, we've got a ton of trades here. What has happened? So bishop takes, ruin the pawn structure. Bishop here with the pen, but knight takes with the fork. Take, and black is up a pawn. And soon to be up 2 pawns. Probably rook here, king here, and that's not doing too hot for white. So indirect should be able to win this one directly, as opposed to indirectly. Yeah, let me message UTRGV's leader. All right, queen check. King should move 10 seconds. Rook block. Wait, but now the knight can just take that. Knight takes. Yeah, this is not good for white. White should have moved, and look at the time disparity. So indirect wins their game. We'll put that point up on the board. So UTRGV taking a lead, although they are missing their board 4, which is unfortunate. So now queen takes. And then you can just trade down here. Queen takes. You're up the exchange, up a pawn. Oh, taking here instead. There's rook here. Queen takes. Still haven't castled yet. Yeah, queen takes, king takes, knight check, king move, and then bishop takes, knight takes. Like, just trading down as much as possible. It's all really good for black. So now I'll probably take one of these two. Take on h2. Now probably knight takes here. It's pretty good. It's a fork. It's a big fork. Let's check out DJ versus Fabian. So offering rook trade here. Both sides have their bishops out. This bishop's kind of sad though. This knight might want to come to the center. This knight here boxing it out now. Bishop's attacking this. You don't want to take this because then you invite this bishop onto the very nice diagonal. So this bishop's pretty good. Yeah, this position is really even so far. White has a little bit of space in the center, but it's nothing crazy. Oh, Conrad won this game by flagged. Yeah, so APG chess just took so much time. And yeah, black did take on f3 there with a massive fork. And white flagged. So Conrad with the point, tying things up for LSU. Okay, we have a rook trade. And then the rook comes out, hitting the bishop. Bishop back to e3. King steps over, trying to centralize. We'd love to play rook d1, but probably need our king to help with that out. So stepping the bishop up, the king is joining the center still. And now white follows suit. Yeah, bishop f3, I'm not sure exactly what that does. How that helps. Okay, pawn push. Trying to break at white's center. I would take, because then this pawn is left isolated. So bishop takes. That does attack the pawn, though. Probably rook b1 is needed. Don't think there's anything else you could do. You really don't want to do bishop c1, so you don't want to lose the pawn. Rook b1's kind of an only move here. Both players under a minute. So John Kin is now playing APG chess. So he's moved on to round 2. I don't think there was a game in round 1. So, yeah, I guess UTRGV is down a player. It's kind of sad. All right, so both players now under 30 seconds. We did have rook b1. We have a trade here. Pawn push. Uh-oh. There goes the a pawn. Yeah, and the h pawn as well. So at this point, afraid of this pawn, but bishop e2 would have been fine. Bishop e2 is missed. And now black is slightly better. They have a 3-on-2 majority here. And they're just pushing these pawns, trying to make a passer. Only 17 seconds for DJ. Fabian is the higher rated player, so it's not too far-fetched. Probably king d6 now. King d6 makes a lot of sense. King d6, rook check, king back, rook back to c1. Oh, rook left here. Very interesting. Looking for maybe rook d3 check. Okay, takes, and now if b4, then c4. Okay, there's a check, force the king back, rook back. Rook over, pawn push. Pawn push here. There's check here, though. I think black could have won a pawn, so that check wasn't so good. Takes here. One of these two. And then here, or this. Now this is a passer. Yeah, this pawn's very fast. This might be a draw now, even if black is up. Oh, king here is probably not the best plan. Here, takes. Like, the king could have just gone here. I don't know why the king went this way. So yeah, this king just needs to take this pawn, and it's a draw. Huh. Ooh, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening. I think black's winning now. Yeah, check and back was really not good. Let's see, king here. Yeah, no, this is game over. Rook here, nice try, but not going to be good enough. Takes, yeah, king here. Just can't go here. That's it. So now it's rook versus queen. So yeah, this rook h2 check was a miss there for white. White needed to bring the king back to the center. So black is able to get a queen on the board now. And white's going to try to get lucky somehow, but I don't know, there's always stalemate tricks. King in, rook check. I'm not sure. Check, king back. Attack the queen. Pendant rook, yeah. Check. King here. No. Yeah, it looks like black's making really good progress here. This is going to force the king to the back rank. Here there's this. Here there's this. Threat is that. You have to go here or here. Go up. Yeah, go up. Now this. Here. This is a threat. Check. Oh, there was this check, but then there would have been king here, winning on the spot. So king has to move. Queen here. Yeah, you want to try to make some sort of stalemate. Check here. King in the center now. Check, king back. 10 seconds. You could flag. Check. King up. King over. King back. Pen. Step up. Yeah, I don't know. Is black gonna be able to figure this one out? What's the 50 move rule? Right here. Oh, what was that? They three-folded. Wow. So black was not able to get the win. They couldn't convert. So it ends in a draw regardless. Dang. Well, Fabian knows their homework now. They got to figure out how to win with queen and rook. Or queen versus rook. So let me update some scores here. Here we got a game between John Ken and APG Chess. Board 3, Alejandro. So John's first game. Well, they beat Faustov, I guess, by forfeit. And then we got a draw with DJ. Holding that draw with a rook to a queen against Fabian. So 1.5 to 2.5 after the first round. And yeah, here we have a lot of pressure on this diagonal. Isn't knight takes just winning on the spot for white? Yeah, look at this. So queen check, queen block, bishop here. Knight has to block now. There goes the bishop. Yeah, so this was not good for black. Black needed to block with the knight, I guess, but then you lose that, huh? Look at that. So pawn to c3, knight takes, queen check. This is winning material for white. This is very strong. So John bringing his A game, wins a piece, and now knight e5. This should win even more material. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes with a fork. King steps over. Bishop takes rook. John is absolutely crushing this position right now. So even had Faustov joined, maybe they wouldn't have stood a chance against the top board from LSU. John Ken. John Ken streams, by the way. You guys should check out his channel. I don't believe he's streaming this match right now, which is unfortunate, but so yeah, it's only a matter of time and technique for John here. We got Fabian versus Malik. Malik is the bottom board. Yeah, he is the bottom board. So he's only 1,700 for the bottom board. That's not too bad. I believe this is Division 5. Okay, we got Indirect versus DJ as well as just started. Now let's watch John finish this one out. Yeah, I think John might have missed Bishop H6 check. No, he had Bishop H6 check, but he brought the bishop back to block. So the king is able to step up to G7. So now the bishop saves itself. John's yet to castle still. If he castles, maybe knight here is annoying. Attack this, this, and this. Who knows? Maybe black should go for that regardless. So yeah, black plays knight g4. Wait. Oh man, if bishop to d4 could be played, that'd be crushing, but it's pinned right now. The pin preventing the other pin. Queen back, help defend. Yeah, castling would have been terrible for John. Imagine. That'd be so bad. But John's not going to fall for that. John's been playing too well to fall for these tricks. Bishop over, pinning the F pawn. I would play G3. Maybe. G3, knight takes E3. Pawn takes, queen block. Queen C1 check, queen block, queen back. King F1. Nah, queen here is fine. Wait, no, that's a free piece for black. Black can take on E3 now. This pawn's pinned. And then the king can't castle. Is black gonna see it? They only have 10 seconds. Come on, Alejandro. You can find it. 4, 3. Oh, they missed it. Bishop back. That was a free piece. Zhang might still blunder castle, imagine. Do H3 now. H3. Oh, that's a free knight. I forgot about that. No, John Kin's playing better than me. Okay, push the pawn. No, go back. That's fine too. Take the free pawn. Nope. This is fine. Take that. No. Wait. Yeah, take that. If. Oh, it's defended. What was I thinking? Castle. Castle. Yep, there it is. All right, John's safe, and APG goes down. So John 2 for 2, leading the LSU team. Let's see Fabian versus Malik. Malik's up material, offering a knight trade here. If knight takes, queen takes, that threatens checkmate. But black is able to defend that. With the move g6. We got indirect versus DJ. DJ was able to hold the draw. Indirect only win for UTRGV in that first round. Can c4 be played? Or c takes d? I want to undouble these c pawns. Black has a lot of development that needs to be done here. And this knight's very annoying. How did we lose this h-pawn? So, yeah, this is really awkward setup over here. But basically, this bishop is tied down to g7. And if we play g6, we block in our bishop. So maybe best is bishop to g6. Probably white goes back with the knight. Maybe bishop here first, and then g6. Maybe that's good for black. So, okay, bishop check, king moves, or bishop block, or knight block. Knight c3 makes sense. Little pressure on the queen, not really because it's pinned. So, yeah, I do like this bishop e4 move. Oh, g7's hanging now. So, what do you do about that? Maybe you move the king over. Or yeah, maybe you play bishop e4. Knight takes king over. Maybe the knight takes twice. Okay, knight developed. Knight takes. King f8 for sure. Attack the knight. Let's check on Fabian's game. Okay, so we didn't have a trade here. Queen centralized. The knight goes back. Preparing rook here. Although this rook is defended by the bishop, luckily. Queen up attacking the rook and the b2 pawn. So if rook c2 defending both, then there's queen check, king here, queen check, block of some sort. Yeah, so rook c2 is fine. There's a check. This bishop is defended by the knight. This king is fine. Just king h2. There's another check, but it can be blocked easily. Okay, bishop check. I forgot about that one, but again, you can just block with the pawn. And now what? I don't know. Okay, attacking the knight, the defender of the bishop. That's a fork, ladies and gentlemen. That is a fork. We'll see if they find it. They find it. Rook e2 on the board. So Malik playing well. Looks like they're going to be giving up a piece here now. I don't know how you save. Ooh, they're going for the exchange. Ace State, thanks for the follow. Is that a college? So, okay. Rook here next, coming. Maybe queen attacks this thing. Maybe here. Let's check on DJ. 46 seconds to 320. Attacking this thing. Defending. So, yeah, DJ is down 2 pawns and down a lot of time, unfortunately. For DJ, that is. Okay, trying to make a pass pawn, but simply pawn takes. Rook takes. Or you can play b4. I don't know if you want to play b4. But either which way, I think white's fine. White should also just be able to defend against this. There's no dark square bishop to control the promotion square. Morph me, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Indirect thinking here, using the time. Let's see this game. Can Malik convert rook and knight versus queen? Queen pressure here, looking to come in, attack here. This bishop boxing out the knight. So yeah, it's a very interesting idea. Let's see, knight here. Now the rook is hit. Probably you want to go back. Or rook here actually defends the pawn. The knight defends this. Queen over. So now the threat is to take this and then take this. So rook goes back defending this. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Is an isolated pawn. Check. You can block. You can move the king. Pawn push. 12 seconds each. Bishop back. King up. It's a lot easier to play this as white for sure. There goes the d pawn and the bishop's hit as well. Bishop steps up, looking at e3 check. Queen check, king up, forced. Queen takes a6, no fear. Now if rook check, I'm not sure. Bishop up, hitting the queen. Queen takes on b5, 5 seconds for Malik. Rook check. Maybe rook takes a3. No, another check. Oh, but the queen's there. All right. That's GG for Malik. So Fabian wins that one, improving to 1.5 out of 2. And here we have indirect with their second point. So the match is all tied up, but DJ gets a point in that round for the forfeit loss from Fausto. So yeah, unfortunately for UTRGV, they are missing a player. Although it is still a close match. They're only missing their board 4. But that is still 4 whole points that you have to overcome. So UTRGV needs to get 5 more wins out of 6 games. So yeah, if any of their players lose, they cannot win this match from here. So that's kind of unfortunate. Or no, they're only allowed 1 loss in the next 6 games if they are to win. It's possible, but probably not with the way John Ken is playing. Kadriank, thanks for the follow. Welcome. So here we got John Ken versus Fabian. Fabian's the board 2. And he's got actually a rating advantage over John Ken. But Fabian did draw against Dylan, who's LSU's 3rd board in the first round. So we got all the games underway. We got Malik versus APG. This is LSU's 4th board versus the 3rd board from UTRGV. Neither of these players have won yet. They've lost both their games so far. So they're looking to change things up here. One of them's guaranteed points at least. So we will see who it is. Malik's got about 100 rating point advantage over Alejandro. So that's in LSU's favor. They've just solidified this pawn chain. So Malik ended up grabbing a pawn, and now they're holding on to it. Black's going to try to get this back somehow by breaking down the structure, although I don't think a6 is the best of plans for Black moving forward here. So White is simply up a pawn. So that's pretty good. Pretty good for the 4th board from LSU, Malik. Let's check out indirect and Conrad. Okay, both sides completely symmetrical on the king side. Not a thing different over there. On the queen side, the structure essentially the same. Only difference is this queen. So if queen c7, Black would have been completely symmetrical. Didn't go for it, decides to go for d6 instead. White brings the rook over to d2. That's right, Halloween's coming up. You're from Central Supelec, right? Are you oh, what color is your team logo, Blesky? Do you know what color your school is? So I can update the scoreboard. You guys are playing after this match, right? You guys are playing in like 30 minutes. Indirect, a lot of time left still. Conrad having a minute and a half used up already. A trade on d4. Queen's hit, steps back. d5, knight's kicked back. Knight c6, perhaps. Yep, that was pretty much the only move there. So now does White take on d5? Yep. Now how does Black take it back? Probably with the pawn. That or the knight. One of the two. Takes with knight, then takes the pawn. Knight steps in, offering a trade. Also opening up the bishop on d5, which is undefended currently. So how does Conrad defend this? Do you take on e5? Okay, queen d6. I was thinking rook d8. But this works too, obviously. Let's check on John Ken versus Fabian. Let's see how this is going. Okay. Black can get a pawn here. Queen takes. This bishop needs to come out still. This bishop comes out with tempo, so that's pretty good for White. Material's even. but black is behind in development. Maybe we'll see queen a5, threatening to win material. Maybe then queen d2. No, queen back. Castles. Getting out of the center. Does black follow suit with castles of their own? No, they take first. Pawn takes back, and now castles. There it is. Okay, so probably black wants to go b6, and then bishop b7, because that's a lot faster than pushing these two pawns. And also, you're like not even ready to push. Okay, knight here though might help d6. Knight maybe wants to come here. I'm not so sure. But yeah, I like d6. So now the knight has to move. That or you play knight c6. Okay, there's d6. Kick the knight out. Probably knight g4 now. Knight g4, the queen has to move. Something I don't like about knight g4 though is that you're opposite of black's bishop and you're just helping e5 come with tempo. So what does white do? I mean, again, probably, oh, they're going in attacking the rook. What is this? Rook over to e8, defending the e pawn. Queen comes in now. So now the rook is hanging behind the knight. There's no really good knight discoveries though. And the rook can be developed, or the defended by development. Oh, they bring the knight in. The knight wants to come here, but now there's some knight discovery maybe. Knight here thing. Knight here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this knight maneuver here, so see rook over hitting this now. Maybe consider this. And then queen takes maybe? Or rook takes. Okay, so yeah, knight f8's played. So does white save the knight? Do they take the knight? I would take the knight, I think. And then if I were black, probably take back with the rook to get back on the open f file. So kind of interesting how they got to e8 when the f file was opened up. So John Ken also low on time, 1 minute to 3 minutes. 2-minute advantage for Fabian. So they're thinking right now, let's see if they can convert that extra time. Yeah, they're really thinking here. Either you save the knight, or you move it, or you do nothing. You do something else, actually. You don't want to do nothing. That's what they're doing right now. They're thinking. Well, they're thinking of something. And they've decided on f4, launching the f pawn. They want to play f5 or prevent e5. One of the two. Bishop develops. So the rooks are connected now for black. You just need to get this knight out of here. So where does the knight go? The knight would love to go to f6. So like knight here, move the queen, and the knight here. The knight did have an opportunity to do that when the knight was here. So it might take them an extra couple moves. Let's check in with Conrad. He's under a minute. Bishop pair versus rook. Very interesting. So white should be much better. Yeah, look at all the pawns are defended too. Rook here. Pawn push. There's rook check. King up. If rook a2, then we have a4 defending that. Yep, and they played it pretty quickly. Conrad low on time, low on position. Not much they can do. Check, king up. Where does this king want to be? I mean, white's end goal here is to just promote one of the pawns. So, yeah, bishop e5 is really nice because you block the rook out and you're also clearing the way for the king to come to f6. And then you're threatening to take here. And then give checkmate, basically. So yeah, this is the power of the bishop pair. Conrad gonna go down to the top board indirect from UTRGV. 2300, pretty strong player. Let's check back in with John Kin. How's John doing? So he does go for knight h7. The queen does have to move at some point. The knight goes back. Maybe bishop takes h7's on the table. 18 seconds for John. John's 2-0 right now. This could be his first loss of the match if he goes this slowly. He's under 10 seconds now. 8, 7. Okay, 9 seconds. Bring the rook over. So yeah, knight h7, not only to maybe look at knight f6, but also to clear the way for rook f8. That might be why white decided not to trade rooks, because they didn't want to help earlier, right? Were they able to trade rooks ever? No. I might just be making that up. I don't know why I thought the rooks were connected on the file, but yeah, John only has 5 seconds. It's very sad. Ooh, pawn here. I would take this. There's also knight g6 fork, actually. That's pretty annoying too. But then you have a pen, perhaps, but then there's this bishop move. Or the pawn move. Okay, queen's threatening mate. So now the knight has to move. Wait. Oh, no. John flagged. So John had no time. Fabian with the win. 2.5 now out of 3. Solid performance. That ties it up. Did Fabian just beat Malik? I think that was from the last round. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was. Indirect beat Conrad, also from the last round. So here we have Malik and Alejandro. So what's going on in this one? We have rooks doubled on the F file. Both sides under a minute. Malik is up a pawn, kicking the queen out, pushing. Oh, wait, is that 2 connected? Do both sides have 2 connected pass pawns? The F pawn's defended first, but white's got to be better, right? Like these pawns are so deep in advance. Queen here not doing too much. I mean, attacking this maybe. But look at the pawn's roll. So, okay, knight takes. You pawn push this way. Okay, pawn here, but now knight takes covers this as well. So, okay, knight's going in after this guy. Okay, I see. So bishop all the way back to defend. And now h4 is needed. h4 is a must. Otherwise, you're mated on h2. So there's h4. And now if g5 maybe is black's last effort. No. Back, but now rook a8. Yeah, no, this is crushing for white now. Crushing for white. Knight over, but not doing much. Rook takes with king there. You needed rook takes to defend the promotion, but no. So now there's a queen on the board. What? Queen. I would play. I don't know what I would play. I would move the c queen. Want to promote here. Ooh, sacrifice. Queen check, very nice. Very nice. Just give this up. Wait. You need, oh my goodness. Black missed a free queen with check. Oh my god. Oh my god. Black was winning, dude. Wow. Malik, huge upset. I mean, that would have been a huge point for UTRGV. They missed that queen with check, man. That's so sad. All right. Let's check out DJ versus Fausto. Close center for white. I like white's position a bit better than black's for sure. I mean, the quality of the bishop is much better for white, in my opinion. This bishop, very sad piece, staring at a wall of pawns. This bishop staring nicely at h7, begging black to castle, perhaps. Maybe bishop here is a good move. Let's check on John versus indirect. This is the 4th board from each. Or no, first board. Sorry, first board. The fourth board is gone. I don't know where Fausto is. Neither does the captain. So that's a bit rough. Yeah, so John's thinking here. John was in time pressure the last game as well. Yeah, Black knows exactly what they want to do. 504, playing immediately. Contesting the center, attacking the base point. So Black could go, or White could go maybe like C3. Fausto's back. Is he? Is he in time to play the last round? RGV chess. Do you guys stream? I'll follow you right now if you say yes. Unless you mean yes to Fausto playing the last game. I don't know where Fausto is. I don't see the game. You guys don't stream yet. Okay. But you will, is what you're saying. C4 wins material here. Oh, Fausto's playing DJ right now. Wait. I already gave DJ a point for this. This is a previous round match. So, is Fausto gonna play all the games? Well, I can't. I don't know. Here we got a game between Conrad and Fabian just starting. Wow, Black finds C4. So yeah, White's gonna be down a piece. Got 2 pieces under attack. Can't deal with both of them. Can't save this guy and save this guy. So C4 prying the bishop from the defense of the knight. Very nice move from Black. Indirect with the direct tactics to indirectly win the game. John also very low on time. Oh man. Yeah, I do not get enough sleep. I'm sorry guys, I'm so tired. I'm in the process of fixing my sleep schedule. It's completely ruined. I've no one to blame but myself. But yeah. So I'm not like bored from their chess. I don't mean any disrespect. These are very exciting games. Like C4 here is super strong move. I really have to say I like Indirect's profile picture. I'm a big fan of turtles. So props to that. Indirect, did they lose the game? Did I not give them their point versus Conrad? I don't think I did. Did I? Did Indirect lose the game? I don't know. Okay, so John has decided to pick up the pace, but Indirect is playing just as fast. Actually faster. Queen check. Yeah, this game's not over yet. Yeah, Black's just trying to trade off here, but Queen stays on. We got a lot of pressure against this king. This king is not castle. A lot of pawns up in Black's space, but only a minute to 4 minutes. RGV chess, thank you. That's a huge follow. Appreciate that. Looking forward to your potential streams if you ever get that going. I would take on e6. Boom, boom. 2 pawns for the price of 1. Open the F file. Things are turning into White's favor. No, this is too slow. Now they take. Although it still looks pretty bad. But you're not winning material this way. Come on, John. You got this. Comeback season. Down a piece, no problem. Knight here. See, now they're in time to defend this, so we missed that opportunity. Takes. Okay. Takes. Maybe we go here, defend this. Attack that. Rook left. So now there's rook takes. Yeah, it wasn't so good. Maybe John just wants to double here. Yeah. Is a threat to take? I don't know. Can we take this? Queen g6. 18 seconds for John. Very low time. Trade here. Queen takes, and that's mate. Indirect sees that. So yeah, John went for a pawn. And lost. I don't know. Indirect's either at 3 or 4. I'm not sure. How's this game going? So this match apparently is pretty close. Fausto and DJ making up for last round. I already gave DJ a point for this, I think. Knight check. King has to go here, or no, the queen defenses. But you cannot go here. Probably don't want to go here. So that means you have to go, okay, going here. Rook over. Maybe bishop b7 to guard this check. Pawn takes. Rook check, king up. This is dangerous. Queen takes. Beautiful. Or I guess there was rook takes too. But yeah, this is very nice. So yeah, DJ should win this one, and they already got the point for this, so it doesn't change things. We got Conrad and Fabian. So what's happened in this one? This position looks somewhat even. This bishop's very annoying though. Black has castled, white has not, so maybe black's a little bit better. But this bishop's really well placed. There's no pawn that can kick it, so this is an outpost square. Also, you can always take if you want to and double isolate these black pawns. So knight here hits this. So either you move the bishop or you protect the bishop. That's black's next move, basically. Move the bishop or protect it. No other option, from what I can tell. All right, queen steps up. Not too bad. I would take that bishop with the knight, I'd say. I think. That or you just keep developing. Bishop e3. Yeah, both players just under 2 minutes. Pretty even on the clock, but Conrad's thinking here. Conrad doesn't know. Do I take the bishop? Do I not take the bishop? Okay, queen up. Hitting the bishop. There's bishop g4. Is annoying. Oh, we've got a draw offer on this one? Whoa, they drew by agreement. What happened, DJ? You're winning. So do I change their score? Is DJ now just at 1 and Fosso's at a half? I mean, if so, that's a huge swing. I mean, UTRGV is already up a point now. Maybe we'll ask LSU if they meant to play that game. So now we got Fausto versus Malik. This is the 4th round match. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Fausto played Conrad either. Dragon Knight, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay, so let's look. Bishop g4 is on the board. The queen looks trapped to me. Wait, why not? Is that really? What if this? Oh my god. Bishop g4 lights out, dude. Bishop g4 is so bad. Takes, and now you have to go queen d5. Knight take. Yeah, dude, you just lost a piece. Conrad. So apparently bishop h5 was not a good move. I have my personal stream. This is the Collegiate Chess League one. So his game against DJ Goings, I guess, doesn't count, is what you're saying, John. So what, this 1.5 to nothing? Yeah, wait, that should count? Because that's round... Oh, that's round 3. You're right. My bad. Okay. So that means that Conrad should have an extra point, right? I think. Dude, I messed up the scoreboard so bad. I think indirect is 4 out of 4. I'm not sure though. It's very close. So I'm not even sure what's happening. Right now I have it tied at 6-6. I think UTRGV is at 7 though. I don't know if APG Chess has won a single game yet. They're playing DJ Goings right now. Okay, but we're going to stick to this game. Oh, knight takes, bishop takes, rook e1. So yeah, black is just up a bishop. And now a pawn. Well, no, they were down a pawn, so. So yeah, looks like Fabian should win this one. Which would put them at 3.5 out of 4, which is really good. Why did I give DJ Goings an extra point? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe DJ Goings is at... I don't know. I don't know if I even gave them an extra point. I probably did on round 2 on accident. Probably should have given it to Conrad. Yeah, he drew Fabian. He must have, and he drew Faustov. And now he's playing APG. Which means he probably lost to indirect. Same with Malik. So, okay, I'll give indirect the 4th point. You lost to him, right? I think the best LSU can do is tie. 1 second for Conrad. Oh my god. Check. Oh, that's mate. That's very nice. Very nice. From Fabian with the point. So the top 2 boards for UTRGV combined 7.5 out of 8. And they have 7.5 of UTRGV's 8 points. So here, let's see how DJ is doing. So yeah, LSU needs to win out these last 2 games if they're to draw the match. So how's this game looking? This is pretty even in the position. White might have a little bit more space here. F5 might hurt. F5, there is knight e5. Either knight, but probably this one. Although this bishop would then be hanging. But there is bishop here. So yeah, I don't know. APG chess looking pretty good. DJ has 180 points advantage, but they have the black pieces, so. Let's check out this one here. Malik's looking pretty good. Malik should be able to beat Faustov. So yeah, I think Dylan got a little unlucky in their game. They probably should have won that one. If we look back at this, what ended up happening? Check, and yeah, you win the rook, right? So what happened? What happened, buddy? Here. Oh, you give up the pawn. That's... I mean, I would wait. I would wait a little bit, maybe. Because, like, you can always take on b1, right? So maybe try... I don't know. I guess the pawn was just way too fast. Here, and then you should save the pawn. You should go bishop here. But they were in major time pressure, too. So... Alright, let's go back to the actual game. So Malik should win this one very soon. Very soon. Rook here. Beautiful move. Bishop block. Rook takes. And now you choose your mate. There it is. Alright, Malik bringing it back within 1 point. So now we're down to this last final game. 7-8 is the score. LSU needs a win here for the draw. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to this game right now. Oh man, there's 2 matches that are starting right now. I'm literally talking to all 4 of their captains. DJ's doing well though. This looks annoying. But then you hang this. So maybe don't do that. Oh no. Oh no. I jinxed DJ. Oh, they missed it. Knight here. Oh my goodness. Okay, queen here. Lining up some tactics. You guys are funny. Okay. What division is... What is happening? Black should win this. They're going to flag, or they're going to time out their opponent. Knight takes here. Boom. GG. There it is. APG is going to go down 1 second. There it is. Tied game. LSU with the draw. All right. So DJ. So every player from LSU has gotten 2 points. UTRGV, I mean, if Fausto didn't show up with the draw, then they would have lost, which would have been crazy. So yeah, congrats to both teams, I guess. Barely getting the straw.